Okay, so this is my second attempt to record this video with the sound because ever since I plugged up that microphone, it fucked up the settings. So now I have to go in and set it back to built-in microphone, or I just won't get any sound to come through. So this is my second attempt at this video. So the reason I'm making this video because I just got done reading, and actually I was reading about astronomy this time. And I scrolled past and I seen the Donovan Sharp guy. He's gonna be doing a live broadcast. I think tonight, or depending on where you are tonight, today, depending on where you are in the world. For me, it's tonight, and it's about women who are marrying themselves, right? Women who are marrying. I'm sure that's the topic of There's a woman in the UK who married her dog because she couldn't find a man. And she was a good looking woman. She was older, but she was a good looking woman. And she had to marry her dog because nobody wanted to be with her. So there's this fad of women they're trying to pretend to be strong and happy to be alone and happy to be without a man and blah blah blah, when it's really just killing them. And I already know where Donovan Sharp's broadcast is going to go with it. I already know, and my theory on it is different. My theory on it, I always find myself alone and thinking, like, reading between the lines of what women are really trying to say with this shit. When they're doing shit like this, especially she's like a successful on paper woman, and she has the nice car. I bought my own house. I have no home debt. I went to college and I bought my own food and I work my job. I'm a career woman and I'm progressing my career. But she can't keep a fucking man to save her life. You see these women. The reason why they're mad, upset, and blah, blah, blah. See, my theory on it is this. And like I said, I'm always alone with this. I never hear anybody else bring this side up. I'm not going to say I'm alone because that's inferring that I'm saying it and people are disagreeing with me. But I always find myself as the only one who's speaking in this way. Women are very impulsive, right? So women do not think things through. So what these women have essentially done, since I've been reading astronomy, so I'm going to align it with astronomy now. What women have essentially done is this. They got on a spaceship and they fought to make it to the moon, right? They got to the moon, realized there's no oxygen. And see, since woman is very impulsive, the woman's first reaction is, oh, well, just put more oxygen on the moon. Just put more oxygen on the moon. It should be a big deal. Just put more oxygen, put some grass on the moon. And we just have oxygen. Just put a tree there and we'll have oxygen. See, that's how woman's brain is very impulsive. They don't think things through. This is why women and children get along so well, because they both have that in common. They're not going to think anything through. Even the strongest willed woman still is going to be impulsive. She's not going to think things through, and she's going to need a man to come fix it. Their brains are not made to think things through. So if I didn't explain that well enough in that concept, see, when women claim they fight to get their house, get their car, get the dog, get the kids, blah, 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 but they can't keep a man around. See, what they've done is they're just expecting the world to go, okay, oh, here, you want more men? Here you go. Because women are used to just receiving things. Even if they work a job, they're still biologically programmed to be comfortable in just being handed something because they're a woman. You see what I'm saying? So the reason why they have to start switching to marrying themselves, what woman is really trying to say, and when I say woman, I mean what woman, not individual woman, but like women on a whole, what they're really trying to say is, please check us. Like I said, they're like children. Like when a child is like screaming and crying and there's nothing wrong with them. The kid he wants to be checked in some way. Either he wants a spanking, or he wants to be put to bed, or he wants to get yelled at, something. And then once it happens, you'll never hear the problem again. And see, this is the same thing women are doing. They're complaining, but they're trying to complain in indirect ways, because if they complain in a direct way, that's going to infer that they were wrong. And what does every woman not want to be? Wrong. The reason why she does not want to be wrong is because women's core is to please others. And if she's perceived as wrong, well, she's failed at her whole drive in life of why she even gets out of bed that morning. You see what I'm saying? You see how deep that shit goes real quick in a woman's psyche? It's deep, but it's really basic once you break it down like that. See, like, they really want men to turn into men again. And perfect example, Donald Trump. Remember Donald Trump grab her by the pussy, blah blah blah. He was talking all, and women were talking all that shit. Do the math on on a large pool of who voted for him. The exact people who claimed they hated him. It was the women. That's who had to vote for him. When a woman president was running at the same time. You see what I'm saying? See, like women, they want to be checked. They love that shit, but they hate having to say it and having to provoke a man to do it to them. And see now the state of specifically America or feminist countries is this. I'm just going to talk about America. See, in America, they have women. It's not really women's fault. It's the men's fault. Because like the line with Lil Wayne, he said, I had my heart broken by a woman named Tammy, but hoes are going to be hoes. So I couldn't blame Tammy. He had to blame himself as a man. You see what I'm saying? See, so it's really men's fault. But what happened was, see, America's fucked up because the fathers have been separated from the home for so long. Women have still slowly been getting glorified simply for being women. And then, especially in recent years, online dating apps, everything have just catapulted women's egos out the ballpark to where they're just, and then who's raising the little boys now? These single mothers who don't know how to do anything other than be woman. So they're training these men to be submissive and just obey and take the shit. And women will inevitably raise the exact thing they hate. I seen it with my ex-wife and her son. She was doing it. This is the same shit, spoiling. And then every time I've watched this happen, I have a cousin who did this with her son. And I know this is exactly what happened. She's going to spoil because she's going to be woman. Woman must be checked, but she was single mother woman. So this is what happened. She spoiled him. And then at 18, he's supposed to just go, ding, I'm a man now. I must be man. But he has no training on how to be a man because there was no man there. So he just ends up becoming a woman. He's a fucking succubus for everything he comes around. But it's even worse when it's a man because a man's supposed to provide. So the next step and this is a side, right? The next step for woman is to come up with some problem to get mad at him, to get him to get mad at her, to get him to run away. You see, that's how woman's brain works. You see, but in reality, see, woman wanted to be checked the entire time, but she just, but numerous reasons can stop that. Numerous reasons can prevent this. One reason, because all the men are just pussies now, because let's face it, most men are raised by women. And what do women know how to do? Be women. So where are they going to teach boys how to do? Be women. So women raise a bunch of pussy men. So the one thing that's stopping women from being checked is with men being raised by women and never getting a backbone to say anything. So the woman's never going to respect that man. Two, that woman, like I said in the video earlier, how women usually go down one of the two paths. Either she fucks everything with the pulse or she thinks she's too good for everybody. The woman thinks she's too good for everyone. So no man can ever live up to her standards to stay around long enough to check her. But it's really what she craves. But her brain's just so fucked up from, feminism and success. Like I say all the time, education and success, it ruins women. It's just the reality of it. It ruins them and it sends them down a path of no return. Not to this day, I still have not met a well-educated woman who can keep a man around, well-educated in a legit, well-educated field who can legitimately keep a man around for long. I to this day, I still haven't met one. It doesn't matter how good they look, but it just is what it is. So back to the core topic. Women marrying themselves, what they're really saying. This is my theory on it. What a woman is really saying is this. She is really trying to get men. When woman is trying to get man to pick up on the fact that she's fucking miserable and for men to just get better. Just like in my analogy of flying to the moon. See, she wants people to just put oxygen on the moon. You see what I'm saying? But the reality is they went too high out the atmosphere. You see what I'm saying? There is no air on the moon. But see, woman's brain, when she's faced with it in reality, she cannot properly comprehend thinking ahead. Now she can see it. If it's her girlfriend doing it, she can diagram everywhere where she went wrong. But when it happens to her, she can't see it. So she, like I say, theoretically, she fought through feminist rights and feminist movements to build a spaceship. And I'm gonna go on the moon with literally a half a pound of air on her back. And then she got and they get on the moon. And they go, ain't no air out here, bro. Ooh, put some air out here. But no, you dumb bitch. There's no air to be. They don't even have an atmosphere. You can't keep the air up. But see, like, the woman's brain can't even comprehend that. When it happens to her, she can't do it. When it happens to her, what happens is she has to resort to her female nature, which is to find a man, hopefully find a man to fix it. But see, and even with that, once they get too educated and too independent, they can't even do that. So they're just stuck down this endless path of just endless misery. And then, so on top of that, the next step in it, what do women do? They tear down any woman who's better than them, usually the younger women. So what do? They go back to the younger women and fill their head with feminism to destroy them the same way they've been destroyed. Like, it's what women do. And women can't see it. Women destroy women. And the thing is, they know they don't like each other, but they can't see it because it's happening to them. Women cannot see outside their own brains. You see what I'm saying? When it's happening to them, they cannot see outside their own brain. This is why women are not allowed on battlefields. This is why women. This is why when you go to other countries, like, it's just flat out clear. When women get over 25, they're fucking useless. Their brains cannot think outside of their own body. It's what they are. You see, and that's my theory on the reality of what's happening when women are marrying dogs, the wall, their headphone. They'll marry anything because, see, that drive to still belong with something is still there, but they're too fucked up to get with a man. And also they don't want to directly tell men, oh, just get better. You know, when this bitch is already, you know, okay, she can be made. Let's say she makes $150,000 a year. Well, her pool of men is just shrunken 20-fold for various different reasons. And her immediate and a woman's immediate response, okay, let's say she makes $150,000 and she walks into a room full of guys who make like $50,000 a year, right? And I'll be honest with you, woman's first immediate response is, oh, well, just make some better men. like that's it. But she doesn't realize, like, her value has plummeted on top of 20-fold other things, and the better men are not coming for her because but she doesn't see it. Like I said, she can't see it because it's happening to her. You see, so her, like I said, her first thought is, well, I just want men to be better. Where'd all the good men go? I want them to be better. You see, like, because they want that, they want to be handed something, but they're never going to actually say it. So they're just kind of leaving it up to men to just figure it out because she's worth it. And she's not worth it. And it's clear, it's clear from all the actions that's happening to her. But like I said, again, for the 20th time, women cannot see reality, especially when it's happening to them directly. They're going to do the same shit. And like Lil Wayne said, as men, you can't be mad at them. You can only be mad at you for entertaining that shit long for any period of time. I had my heart broken by a woman named Tammy, but hoes are going to be hoes, so I couldn't blame Tammy.